If you are a would-be buyer, maybe even a property owner who's been holding off on selling until you know you can find that perfect property out there, I have some very good news for you. That moment you've been waiting for, where the market normalizes slightly, we see some more inventory out there. Not every home sells immediately after getting multiple offers. That's now. It's really the last week or two that I've noticed that out there. In the last month, inventory, the supply all along the Wasatch Front MLS in Salt Lake County has increased in the ballpark of 50%. So in Salt Lake County, we actually have more than 1,000 residential listings now, which, by the way, that stat in general sounds like more of a monumental increase than it is, just given the time of the year. That's typically what we see. And where it expanded from was such a low point that adding roughly half, roughly 50% to that is really not that big of a jump. So we went from near historic lows to just pretty darn low. Still a pretty low inventory out there, but just a little bit more breathing room for buyers. One of the primary things that I'm noticing out there is that we're seeing more showings for every offer. So what that's telling me is that what we were seeing before was buyers were shotgunning offers all over town, just seeing what's going to stick and then going with that. People are just getting a little bit more picky. I would argue that is a very good and healthy thing. So, kind of what we're seeing out there. You will probably notice that a lot of your neighbors' homes are not going to go under contract right away. The really interesting thing about markets like this, where there's a little bit less certainty out there, is that some listings, some homes go absolutely gangbusters, multiple offer situations like we're used to hearing about as soon as they hit the market. Others do not. So the current market just requires a little bit of finesse from either seller or buyer perspective, or like a lot of my people, both. You're selling and buying at the exact same time, of course, coordinating that without moving twice. Just requires a little bit of finesse to know what to expect and how to negotiate those properly. But anyways, market sits at a very unique point. A lot of people, I feel like right now is just this, but what they've been waiting for. This is going to be a really good thing for a lot of folks. Transaction volume has been incredibly high and is going to be very, very high, not even slightly higher in the next few months. A lot of people are really going to be winning in the next few months. It's just a good time to transact. But anyways, as always, anything that I can do to help you, feel free to reach out anytime. Thanks.